Hello, my name is Mark Kennard. Due to my long history with adverse events to medical devices, I've come to be known around the world for my expertise and knowledge in the biological responses of metals. Over the years, I've spoken with many specialists around the world in this field and have contributed to the scientific understanding of the harm caused by metals in pharmaceutical products. In the past, I've had adverse events to multiple titanium implants, to the metals in vaccines, the metals in dental work, and even the metals in food, like the mercury in tuna, or even the food additive titanium dioxide. Since 2019, I've been having an allergic response to Cortos bone cement used in lumbar surgery. Now, back in 2005, when I had my first adverse reaction to a titanium implant, I wasn't aware of anyone else in the world who was having the same experience, even after I asked Professor Vera Stayscale from Melisa Diagnostics. In 2019, after yet another adverse event, I was horrified to discover the proliferation in the use of implants in healthcare of all types has left a wake of destruction across the world with a tsunami of chronic health issues. Over the last few years, I've had many patients around the world contact me for my opinion and advice to answer the questions their doctors couldn't answer. And therein lies the problem. Doctors have no training on biological responses to metals. They are very good at suggesting patients get metal implants, but they have zero knowledge of the risks. No one is getting informed consent. Titanium allergy is characterized by the malfunction of the automatic functions of the body. This causes metabolic dysfunction and affects the body's set point. Patients will then either start losing weight or they will start to uncontrollably put weight on, and all body systems can be affected. The diagnosis of implant allergy can only be successfully achieved by looking to the body in an holistic manner, so looking at the body as a whole. But doctors are trained to focus on symptoms in an isolated manner, to look at each organ in the body as an individual closed system. The method of diagnosis required for titanium allergy is in opposition to what they've been taught. This usually leads to the relationship between patient and doctor breaking down, as the unwitting doctor is overwhelmed by the systemic nature of the symptoms, and they don't want to blame a medical device. The more the patient tries to get help, the more specialists don't want to get involved, and this often ends in the patient being told it's all in their heads. In essence, this is a death sentence. The patient will go home and they'll die a very slow, debilitating death. If you've read my report on the bad culture in the New Zealand health system, you'll be aware of the fear doctors have about blaming a medical device for bad health outcomes. They refuse to even consider it, as it's a path that will see them scrutinised by the Medical Council and possibly lose their job. The good news is there are diagnostic tests available. Usually the causes are type 4 allergy. Type 1 allergies are also possible, but they're a lot more rare. The Melisa test from Melisa Diagnostics is one such test for type 4 allergy. Theirs is a modified LTT test and considered the gold standard by many. Orthopedics Analysis in the USA is another company which offers a diagnostic test. Theirs is a standard LTT test. Actually, with the right lab setup, any public health system can do an LTT test. But if you live in a country with a highly politicised health system like New Zealand, they'll just refuse. Metals are a major component of most health interventions, but the risks have been suppressed for far too long due to corporate interests and regulatory capture. This has seen a huge increase in bad health outcomes to the point where bad health is now promoted to us as a normal part of life. We must reject this notion being thrust on us by those who have caused this harm, and we must demand an end to the manufactured ignorance. Now, we all know about the metals in vaccines and orthopaedic implants, but many would be surprised to learn that vitamin B12 injections also include aluminium as a component. Breast implants, birth control devices, surgical clips, dental work and prescription medications all carry the risk of systemic metal allergy. I mean, hey, take a look around. We live in a time when we can rely no longer on doctors and health regulators. We live in a time of corporate lobby groups and predatory sales tactics, a time when the human body has no value unless diseased. It is a time to be vocal, and it's a time to fight. And the only people we can rely on is each other. This is the face of a man with experience. And I'm telling you, it's time to fight for your life. Take care.